Next question. Which eccentric actress starred as Miss Marple in
12. Graham Barker.
Margaret Rutherford.
is the correct answer, Graham. Well done. Next question. Which boxer nicknamed the Real Deal?
7. Mark Kerr.
Marvin Hagler.
Unlucky. Lose half your points.
11. Scott Dawson.
Marvin Hagler.
Not Marvin Hagler, I'm sorry.
4. Phil Duffy.
Evan Holyfield.
Evander Holyfield is worth 1 point. Well done, Phil. Hard to come by these points, aren't they, in this company? Next question. In which film is it revealed that the washed-up alcoholic detective star's brother, Teddy, died in the hospital after a piano was dropped on his head during a routine criminal investigation? The detective's name was Eddie Valiant, and he was...
9. Darren Martin.
Who Framed Roger Rabbit.
Yeah, where else would you get a piano on your head? Well done. Also directed by Robert Zemeckis, in what film does the title character teach Elvis his trademark dance?
12. Graham Barker.
Forrest Gump.
Forrest Gump, that's all I got to say about that. Next question. Who rode a horse called Goodwill in the...
2. Keith Poynton.
Princess Anne.
Princess Anne is the correct answer, 1 point. We'll be after a score check after the next question. Name the BBC correspondent who was kidnapped.
5. Lee Warburton.
Alan Johnson.
Alan Johnson is the correct answer. How are things shaping up, please, Peter?
In the lead at the present moment with 6 points is Darren Martin. Graham Barker follows quickly after with 4. We've got a middle ground occupied on 2 and 1 points by several, but still in the danger zone at the moment would be Scott Dawson and Peter Duffy. For everyone else, it's a lot of game to play for.
I'm looking forward to the last minute of this competition. Next question. A square surrounding a circle on a clothing care label means what?
4. Phil Duffy.
Dry clean.
Lose half your points.
8. Alan Gibbs.
Do not dry clean.
I'm afraid not.
Number 1. Dag Griffiths.
Do not tumble dry.
Nope.
6. Ray Oakes.
Do not bleach.
Merseyside, I don't know. Next.
10. Peter Duffy.
Man, was do not tumble dry.
Tumble dry. Hang on.
7. Mark Kerr.
Maybe tumble dried.
Maybe tumble dried is precisely the correct answer.
It's all right, you can answer my
Correct.
questions anytime you like.
Next question, let's get a move on with it. In Alice in Wonderland, when the Cheshire Cat disappeared, what was the very...
1. Dag Griffiths.
Grin.
Correct. Which band were named after their leader's left-wing political affiliation, football allegiance to Manchester United?
7. Mark Kerr.
Simply Red.
I don't know how I dared say that. Correct, 1 point. Next question. Who was the BBC Sports Personality of the Year in 1976, having in that year won the world?
4. Phil Duffy.
James Hunt.
I'm afraid not, Phil. You're down to a quarter.
11. Scott Dawson.
John Curry.
John Curry's worth 1 point, Scott. Well done. T is the International Car Index designation for which country?
4. Phil Duffy.
Turkey.
Sorry, Phil.
Peter Duffy, number 10.
Tunisia.
And not to Tunisia, I'm sorry.
1. Dag Griffiths.
Thailand.
Thailand is the correct answer, Dag, for 1 point. Well earned. Next question, we'll be having a score check after this with less than 3 minutes to go. A Ruby wedding, celebrate.
4. Phil Duffy.
40 years.
40 years is correct. We'll go to Peter for the scores and see how things are going to shape up.
Okay, well, we have a middle ground occupied at the present moment by Diane Halligan on 1 point, Alan Gibbs on 1, and Scott Dawson on 1. Just behind them are Ray Oakes and Peter Duffy. It's going to be between those at the present moment unless somebody loses half their points. But there are 5 people at the moment vying for those 4 awful places to go.
Thank you, Peter. I'd hate to be out there. It looks to me like maybe nobody's safe. Next question. What is the 8th letter in this?
4. Phil Duffy.
I'm wrong.
Would you like a guess, Phil, for winners? What is the 8th letter in this series? O, T, T,
8. Alan Gibbs.
E is correct. E being for the letter 8. 1, 2, 3, etc. Well done, Alan. Well, you were playing number 8 as well. Next question. Which Rocky film used Survivor's Eye of the Tiger?
11. Scott Dawson.
Rocky 3.
Rocky 3 is correct. Next question. William E. Cody became
3. Diane Halligan.
Buffalo Bill.
On Your Own, Buffalo Bill, 1 point. Next question. Benidorm is on which?
4. Phil Duffy.
Costa Blanca.
It's correct, Phil. Give him a round of applause. He gets his nose in front just a little bit, I think. He's not far off the mark now. Who is the current Minister of Transport?
6. Ray Oakes.
Ruth Kelly's 1 point and a valuable 1 point as well. Next question. Ornithophobia is...
7. Mark Kerr.
Peter Birds.
You had to go in for it. 1 point. Well done. In which year did Sheargar win?
4. Phil Duffy.
1981.
Win was enough to give it away. Well done, Philip. 1 point. What country's largest city is Birkirkara and has its capital at Valletta?
6. Ray Oakes.
Malta.
Malta is correct and puts Ray in the safety zone. How many people make up a volleyball team?
1. Dag Griffiths.
6 is correct. The thyroid gland is situated in what?
4. Phil Duffy.
The neck.
The neck is correct. What does the HTML instruction?
2. Keith Poynton.
What does the HTML instruction HR insert? Inserts a line. Stretham's ice hockey team and Washington's American football team share what?
8. Alan Gibbs.
Redskins is correct. Sarum was the original name.
3. Diane Halligan.
Salisbury.
Salisbury is correct. What is the most southerly capital of a state in the United States?
2. Keith Poynton.
Honolulu is correct. After the 12 minutes, we have one more question after Peter's given us a score check. Don't forget, you will lose half your score if you buzz incorrectly. There may be good cause for some of you to fold your arms in satisfaction.
Well, leading after this first round is Darren Martin with 6 points. Second is Mark Kerr with 5. Third, Graham Barker with 4. And fourth, Phil Duffy with 3.56. Dag Griffiths with 3.5, followed now by Diane Halligan with 3, Alan Gibbs with 3, and Ray Oakes with 2.5. We have 4 people currently in the red zone, as it were. Keith Poynton with 2, Lee Warburton with 2, Scott Dawson with 2, and Peter Duffy 0.12. So technically 5 are safe at the present moment from Dag upwards. The remaining contestants could still win or lose by the answer or getting the next question wrong.
Good luck. Last question coming up. Karen Carpenter played which music?
6. Ray Oakes.
Drums is the correct answer. That leaves the status as Peter described, with Darren, Mark, Graham, Phil, Dag, Ray, Diane and Alan going through. Give yourselves a round of applause and commiserations to an excellent 4 who have been knocked out.